I am good. I'm better than good. I am fantastic. I am excellent. I am, without a doubt, one of the best. Well, water, everybody. Water. The most important thing to ever drink. We have fun here. In comparison to the energy of Inscription and a high-intensity card game, we will be drifting through the skies as the captain of our own locomotive. Well, that's captain or conductor. I believe that's the right term? Yes, conductor. Oh, I did. Hello, everybody. I can't believe I was muted. Oh, I was just talking ambient, and even though there was nothing coming out of me, even though I thought my microphone was on, I was just muted. Oh, that's egg on my face, really is. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunless Skies. As we're taking to the air and exploring an eldritch area, but a peace and calm of the above the neath. I hope you enjoy it as much as I will. This is a typical cup of madness, but it's also an intrepid, a journey through the sky and seeking out what is rightfully ours, to see whether or not we can come away with a profit in spite of difficulties, may we say. So, might as well get used to the railroad work, my good friends. It'll be hard, our difficult labor, and well, we'll be responsible for our own health, won't we? In this intrepid little dash and dying of danger, and ever so sublime that we will never, ever see something like this ever again. Space train, baby! Chugga chugga choo choo! But yes. Anyway, I am going into this blind, so I have no idea what I'm going to expect. And I hope you will enjoy my blind fumbling and stumbling, even though I am familiar with Sunless Sea. And if this game is anything like that, I suppose we're going to be in for a good time. Let's go! Let's see. If you die, you can continue with the new captain. If you die, you can reload and continue. Well, let's go with the legacy campaign. I feel like that's the way the story is meant to be. He's told, no, I think that's... Let's go standard. That's an intended experience in my mind. The standard, after all, with the standard settings are typically the best in my experience. Either way, let's see. Log of Her Majesty's locomotive, the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition, the remains of the dead Orphean is damaged and grievous needs of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to reach it. I hope to make it port at New Winchester. May God be with us for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry, Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock, TCM, when shortly before her death. Oh. I mean, if that's not ominous, I don't know what is. Fail Better Games presents. Oh, the ship. I suppose this is what it sounds like to be on a ship sometimes. Alright, we got our right, our left, and our brake. So that's right. Oh, this is a lot snappier than you have reached. Return to the reach, an untamed, sunless span of heavens. London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. I will say, I really enjoy it. The locomotive. It's a lot more snappier, I'd have to say. It's a lot snappier than the ship was. Yeah, it's a heck of a lot snappier. Oh, the steam engine, how it rumbles and roars. Steer us into the light and lore. Oh, dodge left, dodge right. Right. Oh, but the boiler seems to be... Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Locomotive is damaged and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. Pause the cruise control. As first officer, the crew look to you. Your station is New Winchester. Come to the Orphean. Get the Orphan there safely. Let's talk a little cruise control. Oh, scavenge. Find a relief to your stokes. Too much relief of your stokers. You find a barrel fused among the dry trees. Ooh. Those Maladius. Weeks drift to less fortune than you. This scavenge for the repairers. A good man suggests. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party dodge your sky shields, treatments of wax canvas, lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crews are whispering as they dress. What did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass to the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now is not the time. There's a gap between the two engines isn't wide, but the endless fathoms of heaven gate beneath it. Time to leave. Let's see. You jump, your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin, torn by unpredictable winds. Your boots hit the rainbow of the Osmadius. Yes, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber in. Her interior is cold, unlit and whistles with winds. Your party lamps spread a buttery light over the narrow paneled passages. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. Let's see. Locate a pipe to use as a pry bar and set to work, or you go back down his hull, climb past the blockage, and enter through the window on the far side, doing so carefully. Do I feel like being confrontational or deceptive? Well, the way of the Fae is always deception, as after all, she of the roses, so deception it is. Failure. Respond party follow you without enthusiasm. You call the first time cloud side an engine helping the captain fix the exterior part. When you shriek, buffeting, you ask what would happen if you slipped. You fall, she answered tersely. But where to? You asked. You look down, then back up in the sky, death spot all around you. Away, she said, and you heard her fear. Like in present, you tumbled into the Osmodius through a shattered window, fire spilling after you. She's chatting, eyes wide with familiar terror. You have reached the Osmodius hold. A smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst the day. Beatrice, you can find the parts to repair the Orphean and stock your stores. But your companions work quickly. Osmodius' hull has begun to creak. Actions on board may have compromised its integrity. After a thorough search. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies, and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to Orphean, and the food will very thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse than skies. Oh-ho! Cries one in your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens the cell nigh. You examine your finds. Well, as bad as it's a long, juttering creak. Your boarding pilot exchanged nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted on your locomotive, and an educated bat. I'll mount Jerusalem? Hotel and Heather Sage Jerusalem fires single shells to a good range. More or less accurately, you find two of your party to get back to your vessel and fit it immediately. Those Osmodius groans, the structures utters spasmodically. You have now one cargo and Carthage Jerusalem. It's a long. The Chaos told you to retrieve repairs and supplies and liberate a diffident bat and employ it as a scout. The heavens were wide, so locomotives use scouts, like bats, to locate things of interest. Ports, resources, wrecks like this one's to scavenge. I'm going to both this and the cannon. Alright. Bat treats his rescue as an inconvenience. I mean, he begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Osmodius, at which point it becomes more polite. I doubt it will last. Pass on to the Osmodius, it's a long, juttering creak. You're bored. Anyway, press on to the engine room. Let's see. As you screeches as metal buckets and tears, you press on through the shuddering corridors, searching frantically for the engine room. I'll send the rest of the boarding party back. Failure. Grains filled with ash. Oh, sorry. You race back to Dangram. Spits in 2 cents shards and some bind off and mauling its hull. You're stalking your engine steam. You're stocked at least, and beyond. Let's see. There should be a way to hold. Hold! It shows your current cargo and any prospects you've accepted. You also change your local equipment here while in port, just in your unwanted cargo, while in port or otherwise. Let's see what our bat can find. Scouts discovers him. Chart. Alright. And hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. And Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. And after kind of approach the bedside, the captain's out. It should be inquire after the captain. Dr. Tenser, her lips are tight. The bedside, Captain opens her eyes as you draw near. She attempts to smile. Mouth is blistered from blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as kettle. Made arrangements. Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise, She breaks out into a scream, word in a language not made for human mouths. When she assumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her quest is a little more than a guess. Promise me one last service. Promise. But of course, we have to obey. She is our captain after all. She sinks back, really, all in my will. Be better. Be better. Breaks off as the sigils burn into her bones, flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better, Captain I. After exhausted her, so she sinks back into scorched billows and a twisting, frantic fever. Such a shame. She sounds like a good captain, but we have to take our leave now. You leave the cabin and the scorched stink of its air behind and turn to the bridge. New Winchester is further than you like, and the captain hasn't long left. A marauder, eh? Come on, marauder. Alright. Well, unfortunate that you would pick a fight with me. The rich marauder is defeated. You prepare to board buckled dragon poised plunder. The plunderer is behind you. And song of victory. Let's see, you cover its weaponry, raid the remains, strip it for repairs. Let's see. We'll recover its weaponry. Return in one piece and bear in spoils victory. It was a devil to remove, Captain, says the leader. Hope we make good use of it. Captain launches chunks of jagged, superhero rock, but brutally basic realism. Simple, ruthless, effective. Back on it. They're on cruise control. Time to head to our, hopefully, port. Crofts Farm. Experience game. Alright, time to make port. And let's dock. New Winchester, everybody! Welcome! You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot and steam of the Wolvesey station is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Western Way with the explorers green with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled in the signs than a station master bustles over. Request come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, but unusual manager. The usual formalities. His period at your shoulder, his face solemn, his hat. And his all over his eyes. The crew exchanges bleak, wordless looks. The Orpheum itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused, informed that unfortunately Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what considers probably a minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must continue. Captain Whitlock is deceased. The station authority required their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose, etc. Shall we begin? Alright, here's our first captain. Street urchin, a soldier, a poet, an academic, a priest. Mr. Zayla? Ministry auditor, or revolutionary? No parents, no laws, no master, but also no roof overhead, no money, and often no dinner. Freedom comes at a price. I feel like it was very, very fitting for me to be a street urchin. You are a street urchin. You raced barefoot across the chimneyed rooftops. You stole wigs, wallets, and purses. You made offerings to forgotten gods. The urchins of old London organized in games. Which did you belong to? The Knotted Sock, the Fisher Kings, or the Regiment? Let's see. A close-knit band that occupied a hunted rookery in the worst part of the city. Fisher King bears an old wound. Every Fisher King talks to the wind. Every Fisher King knows because they are doomed. I feel like a Fisher King. The stereotypic of the gangs. In the blue jackets and bright buttons, you tamed like a corporal. Let's see. You want to choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Wealth, fame, or the truth? You want to comfortable retirement, and by comfortable you mean extravagant. Many have made their fortunes out among the stars, many more have failed, broken and lost, drifting night. Will you be different? Fame, you immortalize your exploits in the song of the sky. For centuries, people have launched themselves into the unknown, hope of making a name for themselves. You'll succeed. After all, you never heard of anyone who didn't. You'll show you succeed. You never heard of anyone who didn't. Or the truth. The stars have secrets, but they won't keep them from. A message from an old friend begins an unwise quest and secret the stars hide. What drives you? Curiosity, justice, insolence. Whatever it is, you'll be tested. I'm gonna have to say wealth. Let's see. I feel like administrator tick? No, principal tick, archivist, officer, professor, doctor, specialist. Let's go with captain. I do like that brow. Yes, that's an excellent captain. Let us go. This old term of people call you captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. Well, there's no need to gender the captain, for the captain is the captain. They, them, he, him, she, her. It does not matter, for they are the captain. And the captain will always be the captain. I was a street urchin, racing barefoot among the chimney tops and out in the streets, stealing what I could to make a profit. And a part of the Fisher Kings who knew more than they really should. And I have an ambition to be wealthy, to retire comfortably, to not be beholden to this dangerous world of, and escape the poverty that I was born into, and retire a king. All ways that matter. I feel like that's an appropriate ambition, don't you? Just the need to be wealthy. Let's see. Yes, I will take that. Veils and mirrors, veils and mirrors. Also drinking water. That's very important, people. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial silver. A body was consigned to a necropolis train bound for the serene mausoleum. Now you sit, with a handful of her relatives, threadbare offices of her solicitors, with article notaries reading the will. The captain was wealthy. Once. But squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. And listen to the end. The captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why. The final post diesel. Captain Whitlock, the notary announces. Captain Whitlock confirmed that the possession of the orphan is passed to its first officer, appears you with dry, grey eye, and includes a certain black box contained in the orphan's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request is that, at your time of choosing, transport said box to an address in London. Deposit there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. That's it. You're a captain now. The orphan is yours. Captain Whitlock's legacy. You can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You can take the box to London as requested, or you can sell it and be done. You can complete the large black box which one belongs. Captain Whitlock. You now have 1,000 sovereigns. Onwards! Primary in the central station of New Winchester, a place of steam and smut and thundering iron. Here you can find people willing to pay for a skilled captain's service. Let's see. Provisioning. Before you leave New Winchester, it may be prudent to buy more supplies. As you can them Victoria's Market to visit Haggard's money, blah 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 blah. Let's see. Let's shop. Victoria's Market. We'll need more fuel. And some supply. Let's see. We don't have much to sell, unfortunately. Alright. Let's explore the city, why don't we? Smoggy, clanking, singing, stamping, throgging, frenzied heart of the every stand port of shut smudge. Sorry about that. That's soot-smudged glass and bright steel, spilling across a drifting, mist-wrapped archipelago. Its steam factories thunder, its engine shields ring with hammers and hiss with steam. The locomotives chug into sidings for repair, or flare across the sky, away into the high wilderness. Successful skyfarers found their expedition by dabbling trade, inquire where they get opportunities about it. Let's see. The porter at the station invites you to visit a nearby pub, the Promise of Days. The season captains there, they keep their ears to the ground. They'll know an opportunity to visit the Promise of Days as one of the options when exploring the city. Alright, let's just visit the Promise of Days then. A club where seasoned captains gather to trade stories and share their advice with the youngest skyfarers. Old pistons gleam on the walls, cells are crowded with mementos across the sky. A clientele raise their voices to be heard above the comforting clamor of the adjacent engine yards. You may find helpful advice here. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. I always have to offer words of advice, sometimes many words. Or gathered at the usual table, a masked citizen, in the libertine, a polymath and idea of nocturnal artistic school, the devil didact, scholar haunted by his discoveries, the plucky baroness, poor collector, realist, and the dispatched cocker Meg. That's monsters. Of course, everything around here is jolly dangerous, says the Baroness. You risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect horse from base visit and drive them to the Victory Hall or Company House. By return once more, they'll pay. Look for other opportunities on the way. Passengers who want transport, women need of bloody work, etc., etc. Old piston, let's see. Let's ask how to make your fortune through trade. Ah! The architect says, filling with innumerable towers, an essential topic. Meg slides you a stool, captain shovels around, masses and buys you a drink of their own invention. It is violet and foggy. The plucky baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away! Ask about the markets. How do you buy and sell goods? So practically anything at a big trade like New Winchester. If you want to buy, though, you'll need to travel some more distant points. Each specializes in a particular export. Meg chews its chewing tobacco onto the floor. No buying marketplaces and selling them at them too, though. Want to look for bargains. One prospect people offering better money, but I cheap sell dear. Sell dear. You can sell, not buy. Any trade good at a major port. Less ports each sell a single good. See what port exports by selecting it on your chart. Let's see. About anyone? I learn about these opportunities. My citizens ship searching. The biggest port in each region has a bazaar where captains do business. There you'll learn of people other ports prepared to pay over the odds of commodity. You accept a commission for a prospect, it's yours. No other captain will pursue it. It is all fantastically civilized. You will have to source the goods yourself, of course, as the devil dialect. When a port that exports them, the client will want a certain amount. You can supply some or all of it. If you provide all they need, they may furnish you with an additional reward. A select prospect in bazaars major ports, you can accept up to 4 at once. You may review or abandon them at the locomotive screen. Let's see. Let's see if they have any good prospects for me. The host of the magazine is originally received, paying too. If I were you, I'd get to buy it straight away. Put my mark against it. My grunts. Broken port. I've only selling cheap seeds. A chirpy chap. God knows why his face looks like it's been pushed for a mango. 2. Port Avon lies southwest New Winchester, and Magdalen lies northeast of New Winchester. Let's see. Go to the bazaar using the area list on left and accept and seize Magdalen's prospect. Ask about bargains. Spatchcocker may wipes beer foam from her lips. Oh, we're this busy. Your deals are all stacked up too fast here. Visit bazaars like quiet ports. Find all sorts of limited supply line. Bargain won't hang out forever, though. Fairness confides, steadfast ignoring makes manners. So don't hang about. If you stay in a hold, snap them up. You can always sell them at a major port for adequate return. Find bargains at any minor ports, but our bargains have finite supply and duration. Let's see. How to expand prospects. Is there perhaps a way to source the captain prejudice circumstances in their favor? Makes a noise like a sneeze crossed with a ricochet. It ain't you who is, it's who you know, isn't it? Nepotism. She taps her broken nose. Quite. The masked citizen mocks. The wider your circle, the more advantageous your opportunities will present themselves. A wise captain makes the most of them. Captain increase in Melbourne nations increase. Academic, bohemia, establishment, villainy, they are new or one bargains prospects. Relations allow the next captain to inherit certain resources should the unthinkable happen. I've heard enough for now. And I have to go onwards, elsewhere. Let's see. I'm specialized in test driver. I'm looking for some inquirer. Driver in case of crash and still like that, without the screaming. I don't have the coin. Seize for Magdalene's. Magdalene provides comfort simply for the weary skyfarer. Its host will tell you any lie you need to hear. Some of these lies require flowers. The host wants up to 3 sacks of earned seeds and pay 80 sovereigns for each. Island lies to northeast east of New Winchester. Lord of requires 3 consignments of souls for anything party to celebrate his diamond wedding anniversary. These souls, the quality of the souls is immaterial. Their function will be pure directive. God save the Queen, etc. Prospero lies to east of New Winchester. Alright. Let's explore. Fastidious Inspector. Excuse me, Captain. Boom pushes the crowd towards you. She sorts to her shoulder and neat black suit polished boots. The case of pocket watch is embossed with the crown Argos for London's horological office. Our body is responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the Empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Port Prosper. I can pay. Eh? Hey, sounds prop. Let's see. Thank you. Locomotive was broke down on a boiler rupture. Chief engineer is thought as best. Gentleman founder of Andy and Diligence. Here's initial son, seal bargain. Prosper lies to the east of New Winchester. Note, not that there is such a thing as north, south, east, or indeed west out here. Instead, London Congress picked the four of the brighter and more reliable stars visible from the Empress' new palette named north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. Alright, let's go. Onwards. Let's investigate the black box. And Whitlock left it into your box on the hold Orpheum, but Will inscribed it. It's only a black box. A description considered to be an unhelpful understatement. This cat's black basalt, longer than you are tall, and adorned with a single small recess that contains a keyhole. The thing must weigh most of a ton. It stands upright in the corner of the hole where the crew have pushed it out of the way. Let's see. I'm not really. Let's see. Let's know what to do. Last quest can was box be transported to specific address in London. Alternatively, you can find. Perhaps not. Let's see. Yeah, options. Let's see. What was the scout again? Oh, we have a horn actually. So X is horn, L is lights. Give me a moment. Anyway, sorry about that. I was just being dumb. Just had to figure something out. So, to the east then. Blue transits in a railway. So, I'm supposing this is east. These two, the best of my guess. S is. Let's see, scout again. Antor still. The scout relays its findings. Oh, come on, don't lag. There we are. Let's see, there is a port there. Young's found, 57 experience gained. I'm going to assume we go down here. Alright. Ugh. You have learned from your experience. Chugga chugga choo choo! No, pillage their stores and supplies. Looks far arranging. Activity's favorite scrappy versatile effect is that when not skirmishing company vessels serve double duty as traders, messengers, and transport. We'll seize as cargo. Oh, a sack of verdant seeds, eh? Your bat returns in a huff, and 10 minutes clearing about. found. Let's see. And now choose the new pass D via the facet screen. Let's see. Officers. Let's see. That's indeeds. Why would company? Let's see. Villainy. What should we do? Take a facet. What did the winds of fate hold? Olden store. Let's see. Interlude in red and gold. You lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman. And who would determine when you could leave? An unlikely haul. Oh, a week before your 13th birthday, when you driven in from the urchin gang, you took part in Dane heist and called an unusual haul. Let's see, 5 veils, 3 hearts, and 1 condemned. Experiment. 5 veils and 3 mirrors. A trove of disgraceful secrets. Let's see. In the laboratory, it was clammed with planetary machinery. A sheet of paintings was streaked with already stains, something cold and mystical in oil. It's a bell jar. I would ask, let's see. Five mirrors. I think I'll go with an unlikely haul. Week before you as cats, you burgled one of the grand, gloomy mansions of old London. In a hidden attic you accessed by a stair concealed in a black of rosewood wardrobe, you made a discovery of a trove of disgraceful secrets. His lordship wouldn't want the contents of these letters to be revealed. In return for them, he'll pull some strings. Once. Alright. Righto, righto. I feel like that's a solid turnaround. I really should change this question real quick. Give me a moment. What? Here. There we are. Really should have changed that question earlier, but hey, well, I'll learn. I will learn. A new port. Port Avon. Oh, we're in Newport. The crew are eager to see what it has to offer. Time to dock. Arriving in Port Avon, behold, a ruin of giants, gargantuan blocks jigsawed together, fed moss and whispering orchids. A bucolic village nestles among them. Smoke curls daintily from the chimneys, a leisurely game of cricket unfolds in the village green. Disembark. A ramshackle dock jerks in sky beside the farmyard, rusty locomotive parts, plating, piping, and chugging motorings in its exposed. A oily-faced, black-haired girl waves the locomotive into position. "Welcome to Port Avon," she calls as you disembark. A rich knock of seats greet you. Knees and wood with smoke, enriched by infrequent pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit in the future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Your Port Avon welcome is now 3. Let's see. ID device. Let's shop. I'll pick those up with our recent pay. Let's see. for a repentant devil. Don't have money. Orvon. Let's see, right to port report. One port well down, you're welcome. Here you can restore it. You can stay out longer. Right, not for the talk of smugglers and sky beasts. You could easily confuse this place with the village on the world you left behind. It is quite peaceful here. Apart from some fuss over newspaper delivery, villagers frown change subject when act about. Terran wars, hand port reports to the veteran or urban secretary. They're normally found at Victory Hall, the company house, docks near Winchester. However, they can move as the war reach progresses. Let's see. Sherman Sons? What does Port of Undock have for me? The village green. Gold nebula scintillates above Port Avon's apple trees, allotments of eelfishes steepled in church. Here you may, if you choose, immerse yourself in the village quaint rhythms. I'll decide that right after I get back. I have to use the bathroom real quick. Anyway, I'm back. I feel like we shall go to the Auroral Snumna. Someone's gifted brass wheels to a carcass from an old Amore, impaled its top with a jaunty mast umbrella. Oh, sounds fancy. Someone has sweet wine, sour wine, subtle wine. And sinful. Spirits of every vintage. Save, of course, Hesperian cider. He gives a small laugh. I looked. This is the only place with real apples, but even here, that cider eludes me. He beckons you with glove hand. Ask him about the Hesperian cider, a real vintage, unheard of and unseen since London. It's Ned's investigation. Come here, come close and listen, you efferent thing. I have a story. An associate of mine, he once gave me a sip of it, a golden drop placed under my tongue. My life was changed. A carnivorous pleasure steeps into his voice as he speaks. I went back to the store immediately, of course, but the price was too much. And then, eventually, the dreams drained away, and now I'm here serving wine to drunks. His laughter is black and bitter. Normal Sumner gives you a dress. Yes. Nonetheless, just in case, inside it is the same grief. Savor it for me. Ah, searching for the Hesperian cider. The village green. The village surrounded by orchards of real apple trees were shipped through the avid horizon as seeds. Perhaps not. I do not want to wear out my welcome yet. I feel like it's time for me to disembark. I do have another place to be after all. Oh, and according to the fastidious inspector, it's here in the east somewhere. Has nothing to support reports. That's a shame. What there was in this ruin are engraved. Captain, good day! As the ship clock is stopped, perhaps permit me to repair it? She has a case of tools and hopeful expression. Permit it. Under conversation, she gives a hateful flicker of a smile and sets to work. As soon as she has back off the clock and spreads time clocks and the table. Good horological tools gleam brassily among them, and has a place. I appreciate the opportunity to keep myself busy. Staring too long at the stars is harmful to temperament. Round face, brown eyes, and short dark hair. She gives the impression of being perpetually busy. Let's see. What about her work? It is of fundamental importance that 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June in one corner of the Empire occurs at the same time as 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June on the opposite corner. How would Empire function if it can't agree what date it is? Unfortunately, the process is complicated by the fact that the time is less than reliable it was. The hours trade has seen to that. What is the news of London? Empire lies far off Albion, where a man-made sun burns in the sky. Another sun blazed there once, before her renewed majesty conquered it. London sits in the court of her smog. Courtiers squabble at the foot of the throne of hours, hoping to receive endowment of years. Meanwhile, the hard-working civil servants labor to ensure everything runs as it should. Was there a touch of archness there? As normal. I miss her, though. There's no city like London in all the skies, and Albion is very different from the Reach. Much more civilized. Discuss the Reach, wide, wild frontier, sunless domain, but impossibly verdant, with gargantuan vines, cathedral-sized bronzewood, and livid jungle of archipelagos. It has an uncouth splendor, but I miss Albion. The steady light of clockwork sun, the sunless reaches are so misty and quiet. A critical territories here are rich with raw hours, and enough vegetation grows on them to feed the whole of London, even if some of it is a dubious shape. Today's Inspector has a head of the Empire or to favorites with gifts of years to extend their lives, and that you can become rich, mine for hours to satisfy anyone's hunger for them. Oh, hours have more uses than that. We use them to increase the efficiency of worker worlds, speed journeys to distant regions, to resolve overcrowding in prisons. It does make my life more difficult, where time knots and stretches like wool on the loom. More difficult, but more vital. Majesty sees a great trove of them when she assumed the throne of ours, and now she has even more found in the Reach. Mares dig from the ground. She looks momentarily wistful. I hope someday to retire with a modest pension of years myself to prolong the better part of my retirement. Let's see. Winchester War. There are those that feel London is a long way away and that they do a better job governing themselves. The frontier attracts and pet spirits. We call them tracketees, for the hobnail boots that are also practical out here. London, unsurprisingly, disagrees. The Windward Company earnestly represents Her Majesty's interests in London, sometimes very earnestly indeed. The Tracketees call them loaded stovepipes for our hats, I suppose. I'm always looking at you. And you, Captain, where do you use them? And it was like, of course, I'd lie with London. They're obviously doing a good job, supposedly. You remember your heritage and the Queen who led you to the skies. Glad to hear it, she says. Compliment her skills. Thank you, she says, a small embarrassed silence. It is possible the Inspector is pleased. It's rather hard to tell. Bid her good evening. You've work to do. And to you, Captain, I think I shall make a cup of tea. Coming out in the sky. I really hope I can make it to this port. I'd rather not be doomed out here in the endless skies of Sunless Sky. The Sunless Skies, they're so wide, so bright, so vast. There we are. Please tell me you have some supplies. Or the defeated marauder. To Victor the spoils. Who Marauder lies dead and cordial. Can not only buy your guns, but knives and small arms fired. Oh, Looney Smile is a captain locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk eyes stare back from every wall. Near on, Chalk he began scraping them in with his fingernails. Little remained of them but placed them. This before Captain, says a crew member, Sky Mass. Magdalens can treat it if you can bother to take the poor sod. We being in it, poor fella. Oh? Oh? The crews wrap the Skyman Captain Blinken and secure them tightly with belts. Explore them to transform safely to your locomotive. You may not be happy with strain, but this came from harm until you get in Magdalens. Magdalen to the northeast of New Winchester. You haven't secured, you have a moment to other anything worth of its locomotive before abandoning it to the wilderness. Let's see, we'll loot the hold. Perhaps jewelry box, something precious has been concealed. Tungo gold on a bed of velvet. A piece of worn jewelry, a name Skyward too faded now to read. A shame. Onwards. No passage available, no narrow escape. Can't stay here much longer. We'll circle back around to New Winchester. That's a much safer facet to go to. We can't stay here long. Don't want us to. Here's hope. Gains gain. We don't have the supplies to stay out here for much longer. And we can't spam the bat like in Sunless Sea. As Boris fell by, can you Amos please? Have it. It's a grab it with fungus. Let's see. I could fight them, but it's not worth it. Hopefully this is New Winchester. Well, not New Winchester, but hopefully this port is the port we've been looking for. Hawk signal cries. You do. Distant Oompa circus mission. I strain too, but. Palmers and plenty of circuits. Let's dock here for now. Traveling circus. Let's see. Perhaps not. An inconceivable circus. Takes your money, write a port report. We'll take a port report and go. don't have the area to go all the way around again. We need to head back to New Winchester. Take in the port reports and call it good. I mean, I really do love this part of this game, but boy howdy, does the tension really hit you when it hits you. I don't want to fight a Tickety. Not two of them at the very least. Hopefully the bat will find something of interest. I was pleased to announce it has found absolutely nothing. Alright, back forward. We need to just head home. No if, whats, or buts. New Winchester's in sight. No, I know it's not London, but we can't stay here forever. The wilderness is cruel and dangerous. Best we head home, turn port reports, and submit what we have. Who knows how east we have to travel next time. North, south, east, and west. Hey, Smog, Sounds of Iron. Got home. Right, what's here? Out of curiosity. What's in the Victory Hall? Raised in the wake of blockade New Winchester, moving glass into the Colonial Assembly. Let's see. Talking right here, Martin saw his bone coiled in the mist. Let's see. Make a investor. This magnificent steel symbol here represents important reach gathering quarrel. Delivery reports to the unwritten veteran. Her tireless exertions during the blockade earned her both a seat in the Assembly and enemies in London. She likes to keep abreast of events. Alright. $200 sovereigns, that should get us through. Let's see, gain 2 taxis, gratitude, gain 2 fortunes, taxis, 27, lost 2 fortunes, stovepipes. Let's see. Let's see. Perhaps not. Let's see. Fuel burns quite slowly with this small ship of ours, so the entire run around only cost us about 2 fuel. So, this is Windward Company. Office General Manager, Power Region Westward Company. Ah, so that's that then. Anyway, I do have. Oh, package just arrived. Be right back. Uh, Sorry about that. Anyway. So, I suppose our best bet would be try and uncover more of this area. Let's see. First, we'll see enter our bad outs before we do more exploring. It covers a pretty wide area, so that's useless. So, we will go forward and explore more. Or after we top up our supplies. Let's see. And our journal does read that. Let's see. Profile. Let's see. We don't really have any officers. Alright. Port Prosper. Let's see. We'll dock here. Here we'll pick up our supplies and then we'll move forward. I've been holidays. Let's see. Alright, what do you want? Holidays. A baking house. This will only take a moment of your questionably valuable time. We hear promising things about it, Captain. Very promising indeed. Expecting standard services. Provide secure solution for storage of your assets, absolute discretion, steadfast unto death and beyond. Are only secure. Offers entirely complimentary, I assure you. At Helges, we assure ourselves by the quality of our clientele. This will unlock the bank vault, allowing you to store and install items at any hub port. There it is done. Since the beginning of a long and warm relationship between ourselves and your lineage. May it endure. But you good day, Captain. This is your bank on the southern port of any region. You'll find it. Mr. Area is the left-hand menu docked. Select transfer items between the vault and bank. Anyway, if your captain dies, it'll head by the next captain. Well, that's good to know. Onwards. Let's see. We'll repair a 10 hull for 30 sovereigns. And let's see. Go elsewhere in New Winchester. And we'll visit the Promise of Days. We already went here. We can't afford souls at the current moment, so... we don't really have anything. So... supplies. Why woefully expensive supplies. We can last on less fuel. Let's see. So to the northeast. So we'll head upwards. Well, we'll head east. We'll head east indeed, because I don't really have the time or the patience to prospect around, unfortunately. And our hold is not so great that we can indefinitely search for anything we need. Oh, upwards and onwards. Don't want to get too lost now. And the bat keeps finding nothing, so it's not worth sending him out this close to London. Well, this world's equivalent to the current equivalent to London. Ugh, supplies. Let's see. Duel us, will ya? Best put you out of your misery. We'll scrap his hull and loot it. Ugh. Not worth the extortion, not worth the effort at all. Let's see. His mouth appears to be super pressurized, but now it conceals a deeper structural issue. You'll need a noble hand in the sure step. You just come slowly across the holes and biting when stellar mist whips at and damps stars. When you can glimpse them are hard and cold. They're light and merciless. Nothing to report, eh? Ash falls on cap in remembrance of those Scan died span today. We'll pick up a port report here and plan to move back. Back sooner or later. Not worth the danger, really. So Magdalene's is to the northeast, if I remember correctly. So we'll pick up, so here we will. Not worth staying around. We'll just keep going. I mean, too many dangers, and I'm pretty sure the crew. I'm pretty sure it conflicts with some of the crew's beliefs. Sailors have always been the suspicious type, and I'm pretty sure that applies to sky captains too. Now, come on, bat! Damn you, damn little bat! Find something in the darkness. Let's see. Forward. We will find something, or we will die trying. We're heading a bit too far northeast. Too far north. Let's see, what have you discovered this time, Isolacious bat? Well, salacious, no, lazy. Let's see. Something has been found here. Hopefully of worth. A wreck captain. Transport might be worth a wee look at delicately. Mourn the dead. Ceremony. There we are. Find something. Make your stay worth a while. Nothing again? What's the point of heading out so far if we can't find anything? Ah, the frustration it builds. We don't have any mining equipment either. I should turn that bat into a stew. This is a... Come on now. We'll loot you real quick. We'll open that to Jumble's Indistinguishable Souls. Turn around and deal him some ghastly damage. Oh, that's a shame. Cold takes you. These magically an orphan. Ian. His gift to Sunless, the president's place properly well. The bank test no one was set and had a copy president's chart. Lacks fine details of final voyage. And career with some of your ancestors' experience. That was bound to happen. Will be a poet. And of the sovereign school, the new tradition born empire and its court works a patriotic, bombastic time, clock and seasons and back and forth. Wealth. Reverend the Raw. Comrade Rose. Yeah, that will work. It's a shame, but this is the lot of Sunless Sea. A captain will never be lost, and he was a street urchin and a villain. Not like he didn't have it coming. Let's see. 15 moments of fame. Works propelled to brief sun fame. We heard that him and the captivating princess said something offhand. So on. Flourished like a rose in the sun. Some say it went ahead, that changed you. Of course it did! Isn't that the point? You blossomed in fame, then went away. You withered. A shame, a shame. Let's see. Excuse me, Captain. Want to prosper? I can pay, of course? Of course, pay sounds promising. Onwards. Explore the city. Shop at the bazaar. Seeds of Magdalene. And seize report of on. Let's see. Victoria's Market. Ugh. We'll pick up another supply and call it good. What a shame, what a way to go, to be ambushed by marauders to a fold. But now this captain will take heart. Art, end of story, it will be told. Oh, sir, shall we just depart? A shame, a terrible shame. A lineage broken and torn apart. Oh, how much we endure. Our lineage will continue on, however. Of that you will be sure. A death is a death. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. But oh well, okay. And what happens is not. Is the pirates are to blame. It could never be me, never at fault. Well, for that is the truth of this. Don't want to fight that. A successful expedition. If I remember correctly from the legacy last, SC's gonna be out of Port of Vaughn, of course. Of that must blast. Things will change, things will shift, but the seas, the sky, I will forever be adrift. Right when ruins drift here, nobly forgotten. We don't have any sailing tools, so that's a shame. Hey, what a waste, what a waste. Oh, and good. However, things will always be in good time. To Port of Vaughn, I say, to Port of Vaughn we must go. Oh, to see the bright and green skies. As cool blue as ice and glass. Oh, surely this will be a blast. Let's see. Disembark. Port of Vaughn welcome is now 3. Port reports. Continue. Let's see the shops. We'll be selling some of our supply and we'll head back to London. And we'll sell all 3. Make a profit of 240. Gain 50 sovereigns, 150 experience, and more Port Vaughn welcome. Alright, and we'll go back to Sherman Sons. And we're only at a slight loss. Us and our expedition can continue. And to the east. Mystery. But no, ports. Ports are more interesting to me than the vague promises of something valuable, especially now that right now that we don't have the tools. We can't take advantage of the mysteries, you fool. So you gotta get going, you gotta keep forth. Into the depths of the sunless sky we must go. Oh, her wealth is afforded to those seek fortune, but we cannot lay down. How do you know? Oh, this little tomb of ours of iron and steel, those only in profit it and zeal. A poet is a poet I will be. To forward into the skies, as we shall go, you see. Now, I bet you may be a ghastly sight, but you will do what as I say, a command. And I will not take this as a slight. But eastward I must go, you see. To unravel mysteries and ports where it's unseen. In a valuable mystery. Woke of the Reacher is in, unafraid of isolation. Here a lonely homestead stands. I prefer it to be right than more than twice a day. Complement your skills. And I have work to do. Let's see. A lover, perhaps, but no matter. No fuss. Let's see. Something of interest, but not of interest to me. I've report to find, you see. Can't stay still, can't hold back. I gotta keep on moving. It's on the fast track. Loot it, loot and take the cabin's mine to explore. A success, you see. You got one salon stew gossip. Onwards. I have learned from my experience. Take a facet, you see. Let's see. Bells and 3 iron or 5 bells and 3 hearts. Let's see. Sloggy streets. Mentor, for a time you enjoyed the favor and mentor somebody saw potential and nurtured it. Continue. Since distance self from his loot, our students past were mixed in success. His guests were scarred and rough spoken. While he tells us struggling thieves of some nameless murders. Continue on. Our action will succeed. Difficulty? Ha! It's plain to see. Such mysteries will be cracked open for me to see. Port of on. We'll head north and explore. We'll see what we can see. Nothing to report. That's the same. Something to crave. Craving is above me, you see, for I will want the endless skies to see. Wealth will be mine, one day you will see. Seeds will be taken, you see. I will say it was truly odd, truly a mystique, to have the same port need from the same supplies that it offers to me. Let's see, what do you have? Hopefully something new. It's found something. Alright. Is it found? Something of interest? Something for me? Something I can actually take care of, I hope to see. The Corvidae, a scarred casualty of the interminable Winchester War. Mourn the dead. Ram the ship for good luck, apparently. If only I could mine, or else I held. Oh well. Well, that's how it'll be in this irreverent hell. Gotta continue, got to explore, gotta go further and further evermore. I won't be held back, I won't be intent to feel fear, to see, to stand in the sky and shine in the sky. And it is mine to see, in this eldritch time, in this world will be ever so made mine. Let's see. The greatest show. Report, shop, what's in the bazaar? Unseasoned hours. Buy another supply on the road. Make another 2. We can the port report, we can explore a bit more, and the oil lasts for long, you see. Can't be stopped, can't be held back, because even slowing down is quite whack. Boy, howdy, am I trying hard. Either way, I'm enjoying myself. A curiosity, you see? Yeah, that's not for me. I can't afford time, I can't afford to waste. I don't have time I can afford to waste. Porky Co. It's only east of New Winchester is what I can see. And if east I must go, east it will be. Nilsson's Point. We gotta go far, we gotta go fast. We gotta see what the ocean has at last. It's a mystery, you see, in the deep depths of the sea. Van Zessen waste or other things you gotta see. I am, but in genuine curiosity, I wonder where I'd be in this one. Am I just wandering aimlessly in the sea of waste and wreckage? You see, oh, pipes and steel and issues bound. What is there to see in this hell, or am I just hellbound? Ah, port! Finally, something of value, somewhere to be. Somewhere to rest this weary soul, only see. But the danger, the mushrooms, the fungal infections, it's been quite insane. You can't, more than you believe. I try really hard, you know, but at the very least, I have to enjoy myself somehow. The entrance to the port might be the other way around. Let's see. There's no risk reward without taking a risk. Though it seems I have turned around. And I'm chickening out. Oh wait. Maybe not yet. I should hold tight and see what these depths have in store for me. Let's see. Ah, shit! I have to try. Alright. New objective then. And New Winchester. Post haste. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, this expedition is doomed, I guess. We had a good run, though. Oh, it's danger, danger, danger. Uh, it's such... I doubt we're going to make it back in time. We lost 2 supplies. What I was relying on to get us through here. Hopefully that will be enough to get us back to London. Well, not London, New Winchester. I really should keep track of that. The horrors at sea is plain as can be. It's so deadly and devastating in all the things you can see. Gotta go through, gotta be safe. Can't do all here any longer, you see. The dangers at least, and the dangers that be. I don't want to leave cursed for all eternity. The peaceful light of the London sea. Of the reach I must go, you see. The danger is lessened. At peace I may be, but the horrors I've seen has truly scarred me. Just key fires was to unglaring stars and prone to sun sessions. In the galley, tables neatly laid, but the plates are glued in place and cutlery nailed down. We discovered when we tried to nail the chief's engineer's hat to the chief's engineer's head. Everything has its place, she explains when it dragged before you. Confine them to the quarters. One less crew is one less supply. I consumed. Whatever. They can be confined and they will die. Survival is what takes place right now. Survival is the most valuable thing. Yes, the terror has been seen, and the sky is scarred like old palace. Wreckage crushed it like scabs. I have been driven away, driven far away indeed. But home port, it's safe. Find rest and where I can truly be. No more terror, no more hardship. The crew can leave, as far as I can see. I will refrain from cannibalism, refrain from eating others alive, but right now it's important to go home and get everyone back alive. That was a genuine moment of terror, ladies and gentlemen. I doubted I'd be making it back to the ports, you see. For London, this captain shall cry. London is what matters to me. That it is of most importance, you see. I'm affiliated with the proper members of society. Dock here. We're at port. Westward Company. They'll deliver my port reports to them. Perhaps I should go to the taxis. Let's see. Perhaps not. Either way, I think it's time to restock and resupply. Our hull is nearly empty, as you can see. Chugging along through stars and skies is where we belong. You must realize. My peace will be at last, as port we have reached. We can finally relax, you see. Docked into place, docked at peace. Let's see. Create some relation. South-southeast. Alright. Unfortunately, all of our earnings must go to buying fuel and supplies. It's painful to see. One more chance to see before we take a rest and relax. X from the Sunless Sea. For the terror is bitten and the skies are dark, but forevermore we shall hark. Knowledge we have gained, in peace we will see. Yeah, the scamp's narrow. Oh, pass through now, wherever it may be. Take heart, take action, yes, action, and scavenge our supplies and take advantage where we can. 10 hull, not bad. I'm hesitant to send out my bat because it had, or we already explored, or wherever we're at. The terror of the skies is great here. But we must endure and continue on it, no matter where is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting to get a little scared. Boy howdy. Gotta go, go. We explored the horror and we got to see what we shouldn't have. Oh, and time to take the seas once again. And the blight of our Avalon, you see. We will take a report and report and we'll leave. We don't have time, we don't have patience to lay down just to be. Quiet day in Port Avalon. We'll share some exotic gossip. Alright, port reports. Village Green. Caspian Cider. But nowhere in. Cyclopean ruins. Now one moonstone's quite square, yet they're all slot together accurately. Don't enjoy the surroundings, after all. How they soar, how tragic, how solemn, how repugnant visions of terror. And now one vision's the heavens. You are wearing out your welcome. Chug on, my dear viewers. Chug on, indeed. We got ports to visit and sights to see. Hope the dangers of the faded out and sea, but you never know. In the sun and the skies, is here, no matter how promising they be. Chugging along, chugging with pride, aid of the sea. You don't know where it must be. I am truly filled with terror, folks. As we chug along at the sunless sea, area to area in the depths and sea. But you gotta admit, the beauty is quite in the sea, from the layers below and the layers above. A marauder! Not two. One at a time, if you please. Wrong way. Loot. Let's see. Loot the hold. That's jewelry box. Oh, more gossip. Good for keeping our welcome high to Port Avon. Let's see. Let's see. Let's explore the captain's cabin. We have more gossip, baby. Haha! Stories to tell, stories to share. Maybe something of interest here. Let's see. Share gossip from civilization. So it was on the edge of the civilization ridge, the hardship of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories. Occasionally welcome company and trade. You sat down at a humble homestead. Whose owners, despite their ragged sleeves, insist on finding you in. Let's see. More supplies, further we can go. What a treat was night to see you. Oh, how we have been stowed. We have been sated, we have been helped, we have been farther we can go with the fuel for supply. The skies is ours tonight. Alright. More. We'll leave him to the stars. No point in fighting a maddened captain. I don't want to fight you, good sir. Leave me be, I'll leave you be. Alright. Did not want to have to fight that, and now we're worse off. Let's see. Think it's some comrade. Job observes. Miss a thing. Turn back and search for it. Let's see. Treasure, eh? I'll maneuver him. Let's see. We'll raid the safe. Okay. Right now, what matters is coin and wealth. We are more nimble than they. Okay, so we'll use that to our advantage. Let's see. Right now, what we need is sovereigns more than anything else. And it looks like the only way we're getting there is through that narrow passage. Feels too much like moving through an intestine for my taste. Two fuel should get us through. Ooh, easily enough. Despite the danger and malaise, we shall find our way. Danger, malaise, and how in the depths we will go. We have to find our own way through, you know. Oh, but we will. Don't out my tenacity. For I've seen worse and gone through worse. Just you wait and see. Only explored so much of the reach as well. Oh, such a little surface area over which we dwell. Oh, the danger, the hate, as well. Hark a signal cries. As and a welcome sight you are to signal. Man. Welcome is your solemn cry. A break, a rest, a respite indeed. It's a time to recover and take breath from all these dangers in sky. Perhaps not. That's new arrivals. Who are they? What? Fire burns behind the obelisk where noon covers mingle. None of them seem to know what drew them here. They thought they know nowhere else they knew they should be. They trade stories and last of the liquid from their flasks to find solace here for reasons they can't even seem to explain. Ah, terror has fallen. The broken, disavowed, the fugitives, every visitor has their own story and a hole in their heart. Who demonstrate acts in which they hope to join the circus themselves, either talk plans to leave this place and resume their lives, not today but tomorrow, or the day after that perhaps. Let's see. Write a port report. And purchase tickets. Let's see. We'll enter the big top. And visit the amusements. Alright. Circus staff are coming to... No one eager artists plays any enthusiasm, not even when Ringmaster thunders on a horse-drawn calliope and comes to acts themselves. Oh dear. The humiliated magician's trapdoors fail to open, leaving his glamorous existence noticeably unvanished. The bereaved acrobat swings from a single trapeze, the other hangs loose, only and unused. Pensive, clouds fire, juggling accidents, and disaster, not the humanist kind. Less said about the lion tamer, the better. You should recover. He spent some time watching the sideshow attractions. The amazing visible flea circus is immediately disappointed. The circus is a strong woman, on the other hand. It's arguably too good for the place. He's effortlessly raising all manner of heavy things over her head. The problem is that she makes it look so easy, the audience just shrug. It seems the only thing she cannot lift is the mood. Transparent spot to no extra scallop as you almost mean. There's nothing funny about the heavy sticks they carry. Less than politely escorted back to the big top. Perhaps if you were better known around here, they'd be less concerned. Perhaps not. Well, time to head home. We have lost and we are lost, but tonight we shall head home. Circus lights so bright, and London is home. New Winchester is home. The danger has come by, and gone, and peace we shall find. And maybe next time we'll dive and see the horror of horrors. There's ethics gone. That's very poor luck, poor choices, poor. Well, let's see. Let's see. Shut the engine down. We'll go to port, or to get more supplies. And time has passed indeed. All in good time. The last little round we have made our stops. That unlucky chances have come past. Condensation trails across the sky, ghosts of passing trains. The Victory Hall. We'll dock here and take a moment to rest. Perhaps another time, another place, another test. Oh, good time. Strike spies and label tins, the wormy biscuits. Sleep is peppered with uncomfortable dreams. You dream of falling, a common dream here. Fogs that bedevil the high wilderness are thick about you, and through them, below, you see something stir, a beast, a behemoth, almost a dragon, almost a whale, almost a continent. Gnaws on the roots of heaven, and all fogs the wilderness of steam breath. All opens as wide gulf between stars. You wake. The Coon God telling me Eugene, they are settled. They had the same dream too. What a ride! Bizarre. Let's see. No matter what happens, we usually end up almost broke. We really have to explore further next time, no matter the cost. Either way, I'll have to repair our locomotive. It'll have to do. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I do think that's enough for now. It's been fun, truly it has, going through London and the sunless skies for once. But in the end, I grow tired and weary. The stream must end, and before I become too dreary. It was a fun little journey for you and I. I'm thankful you joined me on this expedition of mine. But take time to rest, take time to sleep. I must recover from this dreamless sleep. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day. See ya! And remember, the eldritch are always watching. And if you want to see something different, don't forget to comment. And also like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon to be notified for whatever stories I tell.